Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert 2 video. In this game, I'm playing a 1v1 match on the map Speed Demon. I'm starting on the left hand side, playing as the United States. First of all, thank you for the 1,000 subscribers. It happened a lot faster than I thought it would. I was thinking maybe about April. I'd do well if I could get 1,000 subscribers by then, but here we are in November, so I didn't realise quite how many would join from my previous remastered channel. So thank you for that. Obviously I am quite a beginner at this game still, so it seems a bit weird to have that many subscribers, but hopefully I'll be able to improve over the next few months. In this game, what I wanted to do is I wanted to test out how battle fortresses work. So I'm going to be building them this game. I have played as United States, and they have like paradrops. So what I'm just going to use this game is I'm just going to put normal infantry in them. I do understand that you can put different units in the battle fortresses, and that gives them like better abilities if you put better units in. But for this game, we're just going to go simple, and then I can be more experimental in other games. I'm going to try and go for a very strong economic start here, so I'm going to be going for my second ore refinery before I start going for my airfield. I won't have the early rocketeers in this game. I'm just using my dogs as much as possible to get as much of my enemy base uncovered, so we can see quite a bit of it, which we need to, because we need to know what they are doing and what they're going for. And now just getting another power plant just to make sure I have enough power. And I've also got an infantry in that forward structure, so I'll be able to provide a little bit of protection, and it'll also provide a bit of annoyance if he brings any infantry forwards. That structure will start firing on things. I've also got a couple of anti-air defence units just in case he did bring a couple of rocketeers over or have any planes or anything like that. And now we're getting the building we're going to need so we can start building the battle fortresses. And hopefully my economy is going to be holding up. I've got one ore truck at the top on those gems, so collecting those first of all. And I've got 3 other ore trucks down at the south, collecting ore. So hopefully I'll be able to build this structure, and now I'll have to go back to build another ore refinery just to improve that economy further. And now I can start building the battle fortresses. And the battle fortresses are really expensive, so they will take a bit of time to build, but they are apparently very effective. And I've seen people use them in the past. We're just going to be using them as a bit of a test here, just to see how strong they do against this enemy in this game. I'm just getting another ore refinery down, and now I'm going to be getting a second war factory to increase that building speed of those battle fortresses. And you can see the battle fortresses are big bulky things. I'm also going to be getting some paradrops in. I might have to build some infantry as well, just to keep up with the production, because I'm pretty sure the battle fortresses will build quicker than the amount of paradrops I will get. So just getting another one out, and I'm going to start this game by just filling them up with troops. I think they can attack without troops, but I think the whole point of having them, and I think the name Battle Fortress, it's like sort of like you have to have units inside them. I think that's the whole point of the unit. And I'm very new to them. I haven't used them so far, so this will be my first time. I think what I've noticed from some games when I've been fighting against them is they have quite a long range, and once you use them a bit, and if you have the right units in them, you can sort of outrange the other tanks. And this means you can kite the other units, pull them away, and do a lot of damage, and receive very little damage yourself. So that's something you could do. I think we're just going to be more going for like a bold attack this time, but we will have to definitely try that in future videos. And just building some more units and getting some special buildings down that allow us to build unique units. Just need to keep the power up there, dropping below power, and that's really bad because it slows the building speed down, which we obviously need to be as high as possible because we want to get out as many tanks as we can. So just getting another power plant down, and I'll just get another one. I'm just going to try and do a bit of a base crawl further down the map to get to other ore patches, because you can see the ore patches near my base are going to be running quite low very soon, so I'm going to want to get to those other ore patches. Another alternative to base crawling is to move the MCV because I can undeploy it and move it to another location. And this could work on this map because there are gems in the middle. You just have to be very careful because as you move it, it's going to be vulnerable to air units and things like that. It does look like the opponent in this game is being very passive though, so we should hopefully be very okay and just getting another one of those ore refineries out. It's still a bit far away from the ore on the left. I think there's ore there anyway if I go further that way. Should have really sent a dog round there to have a bit of a investigate. Anyway, I'm just focusing at the moment on getting these battle fortresses loaded up, and now we can see the attack by the enemy. So he's got some infantry in there and they're sort of deployed now, so we'll see how these battle fortresses go against these infantry and taking them out very, very quickly. Obviously they're loaded with infantry themselves, so that was quite an easy task. So the first task they've done, they've managed to complete. They managed to save our power plant from being completely annihilated, and it was quite close, but we're okay. And there's our plane going over and just dropping some more paratroopers. So I'm just having a bit of a look at the battle fortresses. We can see a lot of them are loaded, so we're going to be ready to go very soon. And just test these units, see how they do against our enemy. They've done the first job there, which was, I mean, it was a very easy job to do. Any of the tanks in this game could have done it, taken out those infantry, but we're going to see how they do in the real test where we go up against the base. So bringing the battle fortresses forwards now, and we're going to see just how effective are they going to be. We'll have to see what he's got. We're just going to build a prism tower just in case some infantry paratroopers come into my base or something like that. I'm also going to build a service depot just in case I lose my construction yard and need to build an MCV. And now we're going in. First task is going to be against those troops at the top, and let's see how we do against them. There's also some prism tanks there as well. Prism tanks do a lot of damage, but I think they have very low HP, and the prism tanks are going down very, very quickly, and we're going forwards, and you can see our battle fortresses are just tearing through these units and taking them out, and we've got into our opponent's base now. So taking out some of the buildings now, and yeah, you can see those ore refineries going down, war factories, and we're going to go for the construction yard now. Let's see if we can get it down before we die, and it looks like it does go down, and we're going to be able to take out some of the things around it, but I think this game is as good as done. We can see a lot of those ore trucks harvesters now. They've stopped because I think we've taken out the only ore refinery, and now just taking out some of the units here. And I think these battle fortresses are also quite effective against infantry, but it does, I think, depend a lot on what you put in them. We're absolutely tearing through our opponent's base, so, and I think probably prism tanks was possibly the worst thing you could have against these. I don't know that for sure, but they just seemed like they were just too fragile and went down far too easily, and just taking out some of these other buildings, but there's no answer to them. And there we've got a weather storm of some sort, so some sort of special power. Never seen that before, but it's not enough, and that is good game. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed.